let's get right into it.
Okay,
so, I put out a Facebook post to people who are really interested in this.
Yeah.
And they were really they were really concerned about how it'll take away the jobs. Right? I feel like that's like a huge conversation. So, tell me about the workforce in the assistant sector, like administrative assistants and whatnot. How many of those people is this company gonna like replace or actually like supplement?
Yeah. So the way we see it is that right now, very few people have assistants these days. It's like the top 0.01%. It's executives. You have to work a ton of years, get really high up in a company to actually have a personal assistant or someone who just works for you or you and a handful of other people. So it's like 99.9% of all knowledge workers or people who work with a computer today don't have a human assistant. And so we're not looking to replace the human assistant because most human assistants do a wide range of tasks. They don't just schedule meetings. They also do a ton of other things for you. And so we're really looking to just address one aspect of what an assistant can do, which is to schedule meetings. And so for most of us who don't have human assistants, we don't have anyone to schedule our meetings, so we're scheduling them for ourselves. And this is a really time-consuming task. It takes away from what we were actually hired to do. You know, it takes a lot of time. You're doing this email ping pong back and forth, and it's not super productive. It's not an enjoyable task. And so we figured that why not hand that task over to AI, who can do just as good of a job as a human and let us sort of completely hand that task over and not have to think about it. So we've designed these two AI assistants, Amy and Andrew, and they schedule meetings over email. So you see that classic email that comes into your inbox like, hey, can we set up a time for coffee next week? Usually what you'd have to do is go to your calendar, look for available times, bounce back and forth with this person. Maybe one time doesn't work, maybe another time, figure out the location. Well, what we've done is completely taken that task off your plate. So now all you do is CC Amy or Andrew into this email, and they know your calendar, they know your scheduling preferences, so they'll know where you like to meet for coffee, what time you like to meet for coffee, and they'll handle all of that back and forth with the person you're emailing. So you no longer have to do anything except just like show up for the meeting when it happens.